not gonna rap? Like father, like son, brother. That's what I believe. Like father, like son, brother. That's what I believe.
Wow, man. I didn't know that.
His father was a rat, and he gonna grow up to be a rat.
His son, Christian, aka King Combs, is now being sued, just like his father is. A woman filed a lawsuit against King, alleging that in late 2022, right before New Year's Eve, King assaulted her on a yacht.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get it.
Hey, yo, this is somebody you gotta know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Legend in the game, been around a long time.
Cool.
I need to get mine, you know.
Remember when Christian King Combs dropped that ill-advised track poking fun at the feds? Then the very next day, the feds conveniently leaked a video showing Diddy in a less-than-flattering light with Cassie? Well, it seems like King Combs hasn't realized the gravity of the situation yet. He's out there now waving the snitch flag, threatening to expose Diddy's entire industry circle, including powerhouses like Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Honestly, part of me is intrigued by the potential fallout if Christian spills the beans. But let's be real. How reckless can one person be? With his dad staring down a hefty prison sentence and Christian himself caught up in a big lawsuit, complete with damning audio evidence from the alleged victim, it's like they're asking for trouble. Let's dig a little deeper into this mess, shall we? But of course, before we go any further, make sure first that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updates and videos like this. Now let's get going.
Get mine, you know.
See, we knew that was gonna happen.
In the video, all on the record, all on the charts.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Diddy. It's King Combs, and you're watching Billboard News. So if you're watching this, look at what you're doing to the kid, man. I don't even know who I am no more.
When it comes to Jay-Z and Beyoncé, Jay has kept a low profile since the raid on Diddy's properties back in March. He's been notably absent from public appearances for months. Beyoncé, on the other hand, has been attempting to shift attention with her country album and the launch of her new hair care line. However, the internet has a memory like a steel trap, and people are now dredging up all sorts of evidence regarding the Carters' connections to Diddy. The question remains, what exactly does Christian have in his possession concerning Jay-Z and Beyoncé's relationship with his father?
We in the struggle together, son. You know what I'm saying?
Like, do you call it Jay-Z Theo or something? Is he like your uncle kind of low-key?
Yeah, that's my uncle right there.
You got some powerful uncles.
Let's delve into whether the Carters are truly on the brink of exposure. And hey, we're right there with you, understanding the weight of the situation. Diddy is now mere days away from formal charges as per an exclusive CNN report. CNN sources reveal that multiple witnesses have been put on notice, potentially to appear before a federal grand jury in New York City. Homeland Security sources confirm investigators' meticulous approach, ensuring the indictment is ironclad. Translation: Diddy's in hot water, but he might not be alone. His son Christian is also grappling with a significant lawsuit. Christian was initially implicated in the lawsuit lodged against Diddy in February by producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones. Lil Rod claimed to possess concrete evidence implicating Christian Combs in the mistreatment of a young woman. While Lil Rod didn't delve into specifics, he hinted at an impending complaint related to the case. True to his word, a few months later, the supposed victim, Grace Omar Kai, filed a comprehensive 31-page lawsuit in Los Angeles Superior Court, citing both Christian and Diddy as defendants.
Hello, everyone. Until further notice, I will not be performing at any gigs or anything like that. For security reasons, my family, friends, and everyone close to me just feels like there's a lot of potential threats, and everybody's just telling me what he's allegedly capable of, and it's very scary for myself, and it has me worried about my kids, and just sleeping with anxiety and different things like that. So just moving forward, just want to pause on everything until we know that it's clear and safe for me to come back outside of work. I appreciate you all for your love and support, and everybody that knows me, etc. Thank you so much. Love.
As per Omar Kai's lawsuit, she served as a crew member and bartender on a yacht chartered by Diddy and his family in December 2022. Initially promoted as a family-friendly outing, Omar Kai claims the atmosphere quickly shifted to one of hedonism, with former employees and other celebrities joining in. Omar Kai alleges that in the early hours of December 28, Christian Combs coerced her into consuming a shot of tequila before allegedly S.A.ing her. The lawsuit suggests Omar Kai suspects the tequila may have been tampered with. She has also implicated Diddy in her lawsuit, alleging liability and charges of aiding and abetting. Predictably, Aaron Dyer, the lawyer representing Christian and Diddy, swiftly refuted the allegations. In a statement to CNN, Dyer dismissed the lawsuit as containing fabricated falsehoods and irrelevant details, vowing to seek its dismissal. Yet Diddy's initial response mirrored this stance when Cassie initially filed her lawsuit. He adamantly denied the accusations, accusing Cassie of seeking easy money. Now history seems to be repeating itself. Adding to the complexity, Christian's accuser has submitted an audio recording of the incident supposedly occurring in a studio aboard Diddy's yacht.
Little Rod likes to drop a lot of names in a lawsuit. He insinuated that Chris Brown, the famous singer, that R&B Chris Brown was consorting with underage girls also, and that's page 8 of 73. So he drops names. He drops Chris Brown's name.
Why is he dragging him into this complaint? Just more high celebrity power to the complaint.
In my opinion,
more attention.
You want to know my opinion? Because he wants Chris Brown, he wants Cuba Gooding to give Sean Combs a call and say,
be like,
better
bro,
effing settle this case right now, bro. I'm going to be taking you down big time.
Big time. Get my name out of the news.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. Absolutely.
So it's a strategy. It's a legal
complete strategy.
It could be a shakedown.
It is a shakedown. I call this the kitchen sink lawsuit. They're throwing everything in the kitchen sink and seeing what sticks. So that's a part of it. And then furthermore, it talks about the shooting incident that involved Combs and his son, which in my opinion, this is where I think the feds are going to get involved.
As per transcripts obtained by various sources, the woman can be heard stating, "Excuse me, don't touch my legs like that. I'll position my legs as I please. If I choose to do this, I will. You don't touch my legs like that." Allegedly, Christian responds, "Listen, you and everyone on the crew." The woman asserts her desire to exit the studio, reminding Christian that as a crew member, she shouldn't even be there. Christian then inquires, "Who can I speak to? I'm going to say I requested you right now to this." To which the alleged victim retorts, "Firstly, you can remove your hand from my rear." Following this, the woman alleges that Christian pressured her into consuming a shot, which she suspects may have been spiked. One might expect Christian to adopt a low profile after these events, but instead he chose to provoke the authorities in a diss track aimed at 50 Cent. In the track titled "Pick a Side," Christian defends his father and suggests that during the raid on their property, the authorities should have inspected the neighboring house also owned by Diddy. He takes aim at his father's industry associates for their perceived betrayal with lines like, "After the rainfall, the sun gonna shine again. That's right. Don't bust no U-turns 'cause we can't forgettin'. And to all y'all that switched, suck my..." What? You talking down on the family name? Man, you wildin'. Christian then references 50 Cent's jabs at Diddy, asserting, "When all they had was 50 Cent, who put this city on the map? Stop lying. Pop's been hated on many men and N. That's fine. They gonna try to stop these M&Ms and they gonna tryin'. Pull up to the south side, we locked and we got ties. Don't give a about no blogs, 'cause we really outside." It's almost comical how this privileged offspring believes he's tough just because his father's mansion was raided.
They ain't raid your crib because they thought you was selling tracks. Crack. They raid your crib because they thought you was selling ass. Nah, you right. They thought you was selling crack.
But the situation escalates further. Christian's track includes taunts directed at law enforcement, with lyrics like, "Knock them walls down like when them Fetty boys ran in both of our cribs. Too bad they ain't know that we bought the one next door, because that's the one they missed. How y'all talking like an N? Time's up. Throwing shade, get your shines up." The authorities evidently received Christian's message loud and clear. Just days after the release of this contentious song, CNN obtained and aired a disturbing hotel surveillance video showing Diddy laying hands on Cassie. The incident, dating back to 2016, corroborates some of Cassie's claims from her lawsuit against Diddy filed in November. While Cassie's credibility was never in question, This video serves as damning evidence against Diddy. Now, I'm not suggesting the video wouldn't have surfaced if Christian hadn't provoked law enforcement in his ill-conceived song, but the timing certainly raises eyebrows.
That's a rather forlorn Diddy walking near his pool, possibly thinking about the massive lawsuit his ex Cassie filed that contains serious accusations. Though he can probably stop thinking about it because
it's all over, just like that. So Diddy and Cassie's big legal showdown after her allegations that she leveled in this federal lawsuit. She is making all these allegations. Human trafficking. Horrible allegation.
Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, who had a background in law enforcement with the NYPD, asserted that the events unfolding were a clear message from federal authorities directed at Christian and his father, urging them to cease their confrontational behavior.
Father like son, brother. That's what I believe.
Wow, man. I didn't know that.
His father was a rat, and he gonna grow up to be a rat.
There was skepticism regarding Christian's actions, with doubts cast on whether he fully comprehended the gravity of his provocations against the federal government. It was perceived as a brazen taunt, igniting further tensions with law enforcement. Observers cautioned against underestimating the resolve of the Southern District of New York, emphasizing their reputation for tenacity in legal matters. According to Gene, the timing of the subsequent leaks to the media following Christian's audacious remarks was seen as indicative of a swift response from authorities. Such actions were viewed as a reminder that antagonizing federal agencies could have serious repercussions. There existed a fervent desire among some to swiftly bring charges against Diddy or uncover any potential wrongdoing. However, the federal authorities were known for their deliberate approach to such matters. They understood the importance of a thorough investigation, recognizing that it could take months or even years to build a solid case. With a statute of limitations of up to 3 years, they meticulously examined every detail, ensuring no stone was left unturned. The release of the incriminating video following Christian's provocation was seen as a calculated move, demonstrating the consequences of provoking law enforcement. Drawing from years of experience in law enforcement, Gene recalled encounters with institutions like a comprehensive facility housing various law enforcement agencies. It was a testament to the extensive resources and collaborative efforts dedicated to investigations. The message was clear: challenging the authorities could have serious ramifications. But despite the warnings, Christian Combs persisted in his confrontational stance.
Let's see what we got in here today.
What staples do you keep in your fridge?
Alright, so a staple that I got in my fridge that I can't live without, my juices right here. Usually I like to start the day before a workout with like a smoothie.
Can't nobody hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on.
Now, I don't know if Christian took classes in the back of the little school bus with a helmet on, or if he's just arrogant and out of touch like his dad. But now he's allegedly threatening to snitch on all of the celebs he feels abandoned Diddy in his time of need. And get this, the first on the list are allegedly none other than Mr. and Mrs. Carter. See, Christian previously revealed in an interview that Jay-Z is the first person in the industry he asks for advice after his dad. And it sounds like Jay wasn't just an acquaintance, but a family friend. In fact, Christian referred to Jay as his uncle, highlighting the close bond they shared. When asked about influential figures in the rap industry he turned to for guidance, Christian placed Jay-Z at the forefront. He emphasized the significance of Jay-Z's advice, recalling a conversation they had that left a lasting impact on him.
When you sit here, you know, the one question everybody has is there a part of you that thinks it's time for me to get back in the studio, or you're in no rush to do that, or are you waiting till the time is right for you?
Yeah, I think...
Because we can't use the word retirement for you.
Yeah. No, I already did that. I can't do that ever again. I would say I want to make music, but it has to be something important. I don't want to just make a bunch of tunes. That's not going to serve me. It won't feed me, first of all.
What does feed you? What feeds you?
I have to be saying something important. It has to mean something. You know, it has to mean something to a larger society. Like 444, for example, was a personal story.
Yeah.
But the amount of vulnerability in there allowed for a lot of people to explore the space.
Christian expressed admiration for Jay-Z's wisdom, recounting how the discussion encouraged him to trust his instincts and remain true to himself. Reflecting on whether he could choose a substantial monetary offer over the opportunity to dine with Jay-Z, Christian unequivocally opted for the latter, underscoring the value he placed on their relationship. The interaction, described as fire, occurred in person, adding to its significance. Christian's reverence for Jay-Z extended to their informal family connection, likening him to an uncle figure. He even teased the prospect of collaborating with Jay-Z on future music projects, expressing eagerness to involve him in his upcoming album. The message concluded with a playful appeal to Jay-Z for a guest verse, suggesting a desire to further deepen their artistic collaboration. He also emphasized the depth of Diddy's connection with Jay, likening him to family. Besides his mother, Jay was the only individual permitted to address Diddy by his given name, Sean. In an exclusive circle of trusted relationships, Jay was the sole exception, as Christian revealed, stating that no one else should refer to him by that name. This reflected the intimacy and mutual respect shared between them, as they affectionately called each other Sean. Christian highlighted Jay's openness about his friendship with Diddy, showcasing their bond. Diddy's presence at Roc Nation's annual gatherings and Jay's heartfelt tribute to him upon receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award from BET underscored their close relationship. Jay's message praised Diddy for inspiring perseverance and resilience, embodying the ethos of can't stop, won't stop. Christian reflected on Diddy's influence, recounting how Diddy's success empowered individuals from similar backgrounds to aspire for greatness. Diddy's impact transcended mere success. It instilled a sense of empowerment, encouraging others to pursue their dreams without compromise. Christian credited Diddy with reshaping mindsets and fostering an environment where aspirations were not only achievable, but also celebrated. The influence of such mentorship, he concluded, was immeasurable, instilling a belief in oneself capable of achieving anything.
To all the kids that have dreams of being successful like you, what advice could you give them?
Be successful like me. Okay, believe in yourself, even if anyone else believes in you. Now tuned into the greatest. Got that ultimate confidence like you do. You're very confident.
Thank you.
Yeah, and just believe in yourself.
But the moment Cassie's lawsuit dropped, Jay switched up and started acting like he never knew Diddy. He even canceled this year's Roc Nation brunch to avoid having to explain to Diddy why he's no longer on the guest list. So is Jay one of the people Christian Combs talked about in his diss track when he said everyone who switched up can suck his you-know-what? Well, word on the street is that Christian has now reached out to his uncle asking him to publicly show support for Diddy and threatening to snitch on him if he keeps ignoring him. But come on now, if Christian is really close to his Uncle Jay, then he should know that Jay is only for himself, and he has a long track record of throwing his friends under the bus to save his own behind. I mean, remember how Jay used to be BFFs with R. Kelly? And when Kelly got locked up, Jay got his PR team to scrub all signs of their friendship from the internet. Not only that, but according to R. Kelly's former cellmate, Ronnie Bowe, Kelly told him he believed Jay-Z tried to take him out, saying he just said how much conflict they were experiencing with each other, like even during the process of putting the album together, but especially on tour, you know? Like they kept having petty disagreements. And he felt like, Jay-Z kept saying things along the lines that, like, man, you're not bigger than me. Like, you act like you're bigger than me. And he felt like Jay-Z was kind of insecure because R. Kelly at the time was technically bigger than him. Yeah, you know. In the days leading up to that event, R. Kelly mentioned receiving life threats that he suspected were from Jay-Z. It may sound far-fetched, but he felt as though Jay-Z had some sort of vendetta against him. Whether it could have been related to some kind of Illuminati sacrifice or not, he couldn't say for certain. It's just how he perceived the situation. And here's an interesting twist. Jay-Z happened to be one of the individuals who financially supported the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, although he chose not to participate in it himself. According to Ronnie Bowe, Kelly still harbors resentment towards his former friend for profiting from his predicament. Subsequently, he filed a $70 million lawsuit against Jay-Z. It's worth noting that Dream Hampton, the executive producer of Surviving R. Kelly, is Jay-Z's ex-girlfriend, and Jay-Z has been a major financial supporter of her projects, if not all of them.
He was, quote, forced to hip-hop and R&B singer R. Kelly in hopes of getting spotlight attention.
I think it's time for us to address the elephant in the room.
R. Kelly felt that Jay-Z, while not directly responsible for the documentary, indirectly facilitated his downfall by funding it. Additionally, various industry insiders have hinted at Jay-Z's potential culpability, with Nas being one such example. In a recently rediscovered interview with Wendy Williams, Nas implied that Jay-Z likely witnessed some of the troubling behavior of R. Kelly in the past. When Wendy suggested that anyone collaborating with R. Kelly during that period likely turned a blind eye to his actions, Nas noted that if Jay-Z remained in close association with R. Kelly long enough to collaborate on an album, he might have overlooked even more egregious behavior.
R. Kelly was the first corporately sponsored pedophile. Everybody knew.
Once it came out on R. Kelly, Jay-Z fled the scene.
In fact, Nas suggested that Jay might have been involved in the same disturbing activities as Kelly. Can anyone honestly believe Jay never witnessed a 14-year-old girl entering the studio and sitting on R. Kelly's lap? You can't convince me he never saw something of that nature occur. My belief is that anyone who collaborated with him and witnessed such incidents should be concerned for his well-being and seek help for him. But if I were to engage in an album project about women with him, I'd be complicit by association. He had to be aware of the 14-year-old situation, so who's to say that Jay-Z wasn't also involved in Diddy's alleged wrongdoings? It's all speculative for now, but we can't underestimate these individuals. But what are your thoughts on Christian Combs threatening Jay-Z? Do you believe Christian has legitimate leverage over Jay? Or will Jay prioritize his own interests and potentially incriminate Diddy before allowing himself to be implicated? Share your comments down below. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this.